Metroid is a 1986 action-adventure game developed and published by Nintendo. The story follows Samus Aran. She attempts to retrieve the parasitic Metroid organisms that were stolen by space pirates, who plan to replicate the Metroids by exposing them to beta rays and then use them. Metroid Tush Return of Samus was released in 1991. Players advance through the game by using Samus weapons to kill a fixed number of Metroid creatures. The player is given a detector that displays the number of Metroids remaining in the area. Once all the creatures are eliminated, an earthquake occurs and the planet's lava levels. Super Metroid was released in 1994 on SNES. Super Metroid focuses on exploration, with the player searching for power-ups used to reach previously inaccessible areas. It introduced new concepts to the series, such as the inventory screen, an automap, and the ability to fire in all directions. Metroid Prime is a 2002 action-adventure game developed by Retro Studios and published by Nintendo for the GameCube. The gameplay involves solving puzzles to reveal secrets, platform jumping, and shooting foes with the help of a lock-on mechanism that allows circle strafing while staying aimed at the enemy. Metroid Fusion was released in 2002 on GBA. Fusion is a side-scrolling game with platform jumping, shooting, and puzzle elements. It introduces mission-based progression that guides the player through certain areas. Metroid Prime 2: Echoes was released in 2004. Gameplay involves solving puzzles to uncover secrets, platform jumping, and shooting enemies. Progress requires both dimensions to be explored, using power-ups that Samus acquires over time. Metroid Prime Hunters was released in 2004 on Nintendo DS. The game differs from its predecessors with the removal of assisted aiming, more action-oriented gameplay, and the inclusion of an online multiplayer mode. The player controls Samus Aran, who is equipped with a power suit that allows her to access her gunship from anywhere. Metroid Zero Mission was released in 2004. The gameplay focuses on exploration, with the player searching for power-ups. The remake adds items, additional areas, mini-bosses, difficulty levels, and a rewritten story. Metroid Prime 3: Egg Corruption was released in 2007 on Wii. The remote is used for jumping, aiming, and firing weapons, while the nunchuck enables actions, such as moving Samus and locking onto enemies. Corruption introduces features, such as Hyper Mode, which allows Samus to use more powerful attacks. Metroid Prime Trilogy is a compilation of action-adventure games from the Metroid franchise for Nintendo Wii. The spring ball ability featured in Corruption is also implemented in the first two games. Other changes include faster load times, updated textures. Metroid Other M is a 2010 action-adventure game developed by Team Ninja on Wii. Other M is the first game in the Metroid series to feature melee attacks. With well-timed button presses, players can use special techniques, such as the Sense move, which allows them to dodge enemy attacks, and the Overblast. Metroid Prime Federation Force is a 2016 cooperative first-person shooter video game developed by Next Level Games. The gameplay places a greater emphasis on the shooting mechanics and multiplayer, similar to its handheld predecessor Metroid Prime Hunters, albeit with cooperation instead of competition. Metroid Samus Returns was released in 2017 on 3DS, while the story and structure parallel the original game. Samus Returns features redone graphics, updated controls and user interface, and new gameplay mechanics not seen in previous 2D Metroid titles. Metroid Dread was released in 2021 on Switch. Dread adds stealth elements, with Samus avoiding the enemy robots in certain areas by hiding, reducing her noise, and using the Phantom Cloak, camouflage that makes her invisible but slows her movement. Metroid Prime Remastered was released in 2023 on Switch. The remaster was developed by Retro Studios with assistance from developers, including Iron Galaxy Studios. The remaster features new visuals, updated control schemes, and new unlockable art. Metroid Prime 4: Beyond is an upcoming first-person action-adventure game developed by Retro Studios. The first trailer for Metroid Prime 4: Beyond shows real gameplay, Galactic bounty hunter Samus Aran fights hordes of space pirates, scans the alien environment in search of clues, and takes the form of a Mofo ball to move through narrow areas of the environment.